Item Number: SCP-Y-019. Object Class: Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-Y-019 is located within Provisional Reality-Y-1, accessed through SCP-Y-001. The area surrounding SCP-Y-019, including the Sand Manifestation Zone, is designated a restricted area with a 2,200-meter radius from the pyramid. Access to this zone is limited to approved research and security personnel with Level 3 clearance or higher. Perimeter security is maintained to prevent unauthorized entry. Regular patrols and monitoring are required to ensure the safety and containment of SCP-Y-019 and its associated entities. Any wildlife within the Sand Manifestation Zone should be documented and studied, but no harm should come to these creatures unless they pose a direct threat to personnel. Personnel are strictly prohibited from interacting with the Anubis statues, SCP-Y-019-A, or their ANC staffs unless authorized for research purposes. Any personnel engaging in such interactions must be equipped with tracking devices and monitored closely. Emergency evacuation protocols are in place for personnel needing to escape SCP-Y-019-A instances. Description: SCP-Y-019 is a colossal Egyptian pyramid situated in a large decayed modern city within Provisional Reality-Y-1. The city exhibits extensive destruction and decay, with modern buildings crumbling and in various states of disrepair. The placement of SCP-Y-019 is highly unnatural, as the pyramid dominates the urban landscape, appearing to have materialized or been constructed post-urban development. Within a 2,200-meter radius of SCP-Y-019, sand anomalously manifests on the ground, gradually increasing in depth closer to the pyramid. This sand forms dune-like mounds, overtaking the remnants of the city's infrastructure. The deepest sand areas closest to SCP-Y-019 house wildlife, typical of the Giza region and other parts of Egypt, including various reptiles, mammals, and bird species that would not naturally thrive in an urban environment. Around the pyramid, extremely detailed statues of Anubis, SCP-Y-019-A, are arranged in a perimeter, each standing 2.1 meters tall and placed 9 meters apart. The statues appear to be made of an indeterminate stone, but reveal a different nature upon interaction. If an individual approaches one of the Anubis statues and removes one of the ANC staff-like weapons it holds, then points the ANC at the corresponding statue, the statue undergoes a transformation. It molts a layer of sand, revealing a living humanoid entity with a jackal head and black fur, designated SCP-Y-019-A. SCP-Y-019-A entities become highly aggressive upon activation, targeting the individual who disturbed their ANC staff. These entities exhibit enhanced strength, agility, and combat proficiency. Any attempts to pacify or evade SCP-Y-019-A, such as dropping the ANC staff or signaling surrender, have proven ineffective. The only known method to end the pursuit is to exit the 2,200-meter sand manifestation zone surrounding SCP-Y-019 after relinquishing the ANC staff. If the challenger manages to defeat SCP-Y-019-A in combat using the ANC staff, the SCP-Y-019-A entity will disintegrate into sand, along with the ANC staff used by the challenger. Subsequently, the Anubis statue will reform in its original place, but it will now be gesturing towards the pyramid with its ANC staff. When the challenger approaches the pyramid at the point where the statue is gesturing, a large doorway will materialize in the side of the pyramid, granting access to the interior. The contents and interior of SCP-Y-019 remain largely unexplored, and extreme caution is advised for anyone entering. Incident Report Y-019-7. Date: June 26, 2000. A research team attempted to study the interaction between SCP-Y-019-A and the ANC staffs. During the experiment, one team member activated an SCP-Y-019-A entity. Despite immediate attempts to neutralize the entity, The SCP-Y-019-A instance pursued the individual relentlessly until they exited the sand manifestation zone. The incident highlighted the necessity for strict adherence to containment protocols and the potential hazards posed by SCP-Y-019-A. Incident Report Y-019-8. During a subsequent research operation, a D-Class personnel successfully defeated an SCP-Y-019-A entity in combat. Upon the entity's defeat and subsequent disintegration into sand, the statue reformed and gestured towards the pyramid. When the D-Class approached the indicated spot, a large doorway appeared, allowing entry into SCP-Y-019. Further exploration of SCP-Y-019's interior is pending authorization. Incident Report 019-DRGN3. Date July 3, 2000. Location SCP-Y-019. Pyramid within Provisional Reality-Y-1. Involved operatives Connor McRoy, Double Trouble, Dragon, Connor's second personality. Summary: Connor McRoy, under the influence of his Dragon personality, engaged in combat with an SCP-Y-019-A, Anubis statue. The fight ended swiftly with Connor crushing the SCP-Y-019-A's skull. The incident escalated when a SCP-Y-2 instance attacked, and both it and Connor were forced into the pyramid, which sealed behind them. The following is a transcription of the extensive audio log recorded by Connor's suit. Begin log.
Alright, let's get this over with. Dragon, are you happy now? We've beaten the statue. Hooray.
Yes. Feel the glory of our victory, Connor. We crushed that dog-headed fool with a single swing.
Yeah, don't get too full of yourself. It's just a bloody sand sculpture. What the hell is that sound? Get off of me, you bloody scorpion freak. Oh, wonderful. Knocked us into the pyramid. God damn it, Dragon. Look what you've done. Great. Just great. Now we're stuck in here.
That was unexpected. I look forward to whatever else the pyramid throws at us. We shall conquer it with a fury.
Save it. I've got to figure out where we are now. What's happening? What is that damn noise? Oh, that's the noise. Okay, there's a bloody swarm of scarabs. Jesus Christ. They're all over the Y2 instance. Looks like they're targeting it because it didn't defeat an Anubis outside the pyramid. Seems as though there really is rules to this place. And they've dragged the Y2 into the sand. Down into the depths, where surely we'll end up, thanks to you, Dragon. Now we're really in trouble.
Nonsense, Connor. We're in the heart of an ancient tomb. Imagine the treasures.
Alright, well, let's just survey the area. This room's about 20 by 60 meters, I'd say. There are sandstone walls going up to a height of about 9 meters before disappearing into what appears to be an anomalous darkness. An absolute absence of light. It's like the world ends above us.
Darkness conceals the unknown. It's part of the charm. I personally kind of like it.
Oh, for God's sake, shut up. The ground's sand, all sand, just like outside. There are sarcophaguses embedded periodically along the walls, covered in hieroglyphs of some sort.
It's sarcophagi, not sarcophaguses, you dope.
Oh, thank you, great dragon, for your infinite wisdom. Whatever would I do without you?
You would be lost without me, clearly.
Okay, sure. Anyway, these hieroglyphs show a lot of Anubis statues, that weird eye symbol, doorways, and some really gruesome executions. Sacrifices, maybe?
Why do you insist on narrating everything? Have you finally lost your tiny human mind?
Director Knightley sent in some D-Class before, but nobody's come back up. Since I'm here, and I was a researcher before Project Zeta-Zero, I'm going to simply treat this like a research project. I'm sure the information will be appreciated if we can get out alive.
The damnable Project Zeta-Zero should never have happened. It's an insult to the natural order.
If we keep talking about that project, this audio log will get redacted. I want to keep this info for review if we make it out alive, so stop talking about it. Worst case scenario, the information will be useful if our body is retrieved, and we don't survive.
Not survive? A brown dragon does not die to old, dried out beef jerky.
What do you mean by beef jerky? It came out of nowhere. Oh god, it's a mummified D-Class. I remember this guy. Too bad he ended up like this.
The beef jerky has attacked.
Oh, get off of me. Why is he opening his mouth like that? Oh god, oh there's locusts everywhere, Jesus Christ. Oh, come on.
Is it my turn yet?
Yeah, I guess so. It's your turn. Go ahead. Just please get rid of the box.
Nothing like a good flame to cleanse the filth.
Oh, the smell is awful. But at least the bugs are gone. Let's just keep moving. There's got to be more to this place. Certainly more than just a single mummy and a lot of bugs.
Yes, onward to glory and treasure.
Or to find a way out. Preferably without more scarabs or locusts.
Must you always be such a spoil sport?
Alright, moving through the initial entry room, those sarcophagi are lined up pretty neatly. Too bad they were housing mummies. Ugh. Just keep moving, Connor. There aren't any more locusts.
Oh, come now. That was quite the warm-up. I can feel the thrill of the hunt in my veins.
Dear, I thought you were bored. Let's focus. There's an extremely large gate up ahead, made of sandstone, just like the rest of this place. Let's try giving it a bit of a push, shall we?
This gate won't budge, not even to the mighty strength of a dragon.
Hold on. If something physically can't be moved, there's something anomalous keeping it locked. Let's look at these hieroglyphs. Maybe they tell us how to open it.
More reading, less smashing. Typical human. Boring.
Just take a look. These hieroglyphs, they depict executions. The same ones we saw on the sarcophagi earlier.
If it is a puzzle, it's not a very complex one.
Are you suggesting that you've already figured it out?
Perhaps. But why should I help you if I didn't get anything to add to my hoard from our last paycheck? I feel doomed.
We've been over this. Saving money for retirement is important. We can't just blow it all on jewelry. Oh god, what was the sound this time?
I believe that is the answer to your puzzle.
Oh, that is a lot of mummies. That is honestly just too many mummies.
The sacrifices have shown themselves.
Oh, just great. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, get off of me. Why does this keep happening? Dragon, use the breath, damn it.
As you wish.
Oh, God, that was gross. Being gnawed on by dead mummies. Oh, and the room smells like burning corpses.
Oh, take it easy. Those mummies could never get past our dragon scales in a million years.
Wait, actually, why do I feel so chilly all of a sudden? Something seems not right. It's hard to explain.
Don't look up. Do not meet eyes with the darkness.
What are you talking about? Why would you say something so cryptic? God, what is that?
Turn your head to the ground. Look down, now. Connor, snap out of it. Don't sink into the dark. No matter how inviting it seems.
The eye, it's calling me. It's so hard not to look. Why is it so hard?
That eye is clearly the ruler of this pyramid. No, this world. We've garnered its attention.
You're joking. You've always boasted about your scales and flames winning in the end. Certainly you're not worried about a little bit of a peep show.
My scales may not be enough this time.
Oh, what is that supposed to mean?
I can admit I've made a grave mistake getting us locked in this pyramid.
Great, just what I needed to hear. Well, now that I'm properly terrified, let's find some way out of here. If you will check that big gate from earlier.
That's the spirit, Connor. Onward. But with caution.
Okay, I'm standing, looking down, trying not to look at that eye. God, this is unnerving. I've never felt so deeply that I wanted to stare at something before.
I shall control the body for now. Let the mighty dragon handle this.
Do you think the mummies were enough to count as a sacrifice for opening the gate? I certainly hope so.
I guess we'll find out. We can always cook more beef jerky if necessary. This is why I leave the menial work to you, lesser humans.
Okay, the door is open. We've stepped beyond the threshold of the gate. And what's on the other side is... well, that's impossible. There must be some kind of spatial anomaly here. Alright. Beyond the gate, there is a vast, endless desert with 3 beaming suns in the sky. But they glow a dull black color. It's surreal. Note, based on the reflection of my watch, the way the suns, plural, reflection interacts with the glass, it looks like the suns are absorbing light instead of projecting it. This place is definitely something else's world. The rules do not apply here.
We are not welcome. This is not our world.
However, it must be intended for us to enter. Look at the multiple challenge-based functions we've gone through to progress. It's by design, not mistake.
Or it is an entertaining way to entice meals into the ruler of the world's lair. Back in my heyday, I staged an elaborate plot where I let a human hero, far too weak to challenge a great dragon, enter my lair. I pretended to be defeated.
And why exactly would you pretend to be defeated?
When the hero returned with a crew to collect my treasure, I had moved it to a new location and replaced it with a mimic. A just-like man-eating creature that disguises itself as treasure.
Why would you think doing such a thing would be funny?
Why would it ever not be funny?
This is exactly why nobody at SCP-Y-1 likes you. I'm starting to think that this desert is endless. Well, Dragon, do you think there's an end to it?
Everything has an end, Connor. even if the end doesn't seem to be in plain sight.
You know, I can never tell if you're producing wise quotes or complete nothing burgers. Well, we should document more of our surroundings. There might be clues.
Agreed, but be quick. I don't like being out in the open like this.
Note, the sand here feels different. It's finer, almost like powder. The air is dry, but there's an odd metallic taste to it. I wonder what else we'll find here. There has to be more to this place than just a desert.
A long period of time passes in the recording, filled only with the occasional complaint from the dragon. More than 27 hours have passed beyond this point in the audio log, but it seems that some kind of time dilution has left Operative Double Trouble, unaware of how long he had truly traversed within this desert.
We've been walking through this desert for hours now.
I'm bored.
Well, you're just going to have to be patient. Doesn't seem to be much else to do in this desert besides walking and breathing, both of which are impeded by the sand.
I am still bored.
Certainly your endless wisdom doesn't end after 2 minutes of silence.
There is something in the distance, to the east. I can smell the familiar scent of charred human bones.
The fact that you specifically know the scent of charred human bones is a little disturbing. I can see something. Looks like a person, sitting at a table in the middle of the desert, wrapped in mirrors. Okay, things are getting cryptic. Wonderful. Note, we've approached what appears to be a completely burned person, reduced to just bones. The individual is sitting at a table, dressed in robes covered with reflective mirrors on the outside. The table is atop a large hieroglyphic of an eye, carved out of sandstone, encircled by many other hieroglyphs. I can't fully understand the messaging.
The light has died. It consumes when the three gods are away.
Oh, good. This clearly doesn't bode well, considering the suns are low and the daytime is almost over. We need to be cautious. There's something deeply wrong with this place.
Afraid, are we?
Just cautious. We need to be smart about this. I guess for now we'll keep trekking on. Finding this skeleton at a table didn't exactly give us any new information. Just confused us all the more. Alright. The suns are nearly down. It'll be night soon. Should be an interesting endeavor.
I don't like this. Look at your shadow, Connor.
Oh, and why should I do that? My shadow is a light cast across the ground instead of darkness. How is that possible?
The natural order is distorted.
Note. There is an inexplicable phenomenon within Y-19. Shadows, by definition, are areas devoid of light. Yet, here, my shadow is illuminated. This suggests that the desert in SCP-Y-019 operates under different fundamental principles, altering the base function of darkness. What significance does that have regarding the eye, and the anomalous darkness in the initial room of the pyramid, or its ceiling? I can't draw any concrete conclusions yet.
The suns are down, but there is no moon yet. It should be high in the sky.
Well, the nature of this world is clearly different. Maybe the moons don't exist here. At least giving a bit of a scan above the sky. The great eyes here just opened in the sky.
Connor, give me control.
It watches. It watches. It burns.
Your skin is melting. The scales aren't protecting you from the eye. Connor, listen to me.
It watches as we burn. We burn. Watch us burn.
This is an emergency. I'm breaking the contract set by that devil commander.
It burns. We burn. Watch the flames.
Sorry, Connor. I'm taking control. Start by blocking that wretched eye with my wings. Now we cannot see it. We burrow beneath the sandstone. Bird can't see us. Dig below. Dig, flee, burrow beneath the earth. Run.
There are roughly 14 hours of silence before the recording device picks up more activity.
Oh, what a fucking headache. What happened?
You lost your mind for a moment. I had to take over and burrow us out of the eye's view.
Well, that's certainly appreciated. It's, oh God, why is it so bright? How is it this bright in a burrow? Alright then. Note. Our small burrow is impossibly bright, almost hurting my eyes. This world's properties make it so that areas not on the surface follow the strange reversed concept of light being the absence of darkness. Hence, this burrow is impossibly bright. Oh, my eyes.
Yes, fascinating, but we should get moving. The 3 suns should be up by now.
Right, let's get back to the surface. Note, we've left the burrow and are continuing south. The dragon claims his senses have improved after breaking the Devil in Charge's contract, and that he can feel a strong presence to the south, whatever that means.
I'd much rather fight many eyes in the darkness than one abomination commander. He is unnatural.
I do wonder if the Devil in Charge can sense us across realities, considering he hasn't arrived to reprimand or neutralize us yet. Update, I think I see a stone outcropping in the distance. This must have been what the dragon was talking about.
I sense something strong from the mythical era.
Another mythical creature, as if being mental cuddle buddies with you wasn't enough.
Mental cuddle buddies. I detest that term. Find a new one.
Update. We've reached a cave. It's strange. The darkness and shadows within seem normal, unlike the bright burrow. This must be where the strong presence is that the dragon mentioned. There are knives embedded in the walls and the ceiling of the cave, with ribbons hanging from them, all twisted and turned into the shape of some kind of eye.
Indeed. The symbols and arms inside are keeping this cave from being altered like the desert. The ribbons in the form of the Eye of Horus are reflecting the magics outside of the cave.
Ever the historian, I see. You know an awful lot about ancient human culture for something that burned them for fun.
Many great cultures were made by greater creatures before humans adopted them.
Update. We've been walking through this cave for an entire day, seems like. Passing by the same Eye of Horus symbols over and over.
I hate repetitive tasks.
This is quite annoying, I agree.
Enough games.
Games? What are you talking about, Dragon? Why are you about to claw those ribbons?
I'm talking to the owner of this cave. I'm sure you see us. I'm going to destroy your little barriers if you do not stop playing games.
Oh, alright. Well, you've set something off because everything has gone pitch black. Alright then. I'm hearing lots of voices at once, and it's pretty disturbing. Oh, well, okay. things are starting to clear up, and we appear to be standing above a galaxy and stars, a universe. We're in a cave still, but there's pillars. Between the pillars, there's two large feline eyes watching me intently. Could I get that in English, maybe? Is there an anomalous translator somewhere?
We had no choice but to enter your lair. Surely you know what the world outside is like.
Ah, perhaps the dragon understands it. Then, alright. Update. The feline eyes are stalking around us. I can almost see human facial features around those eyes. It's kind of like a sphinx.
أنت تشعر على ملاحظة تأملك أيها المخلوق التشكيلي.
Connor, stop trying to understand her. If you comprehend too many details, she will attack, and we will most certainly lose in her domain.
Okay, I guess I just don't understand any lore about sphinxes. I've never heard of this one. I'll keep my head down. Is it okay to speak to her? I have to suss out exactly what's happening here.
As long as you don't say anything too stupid.
Okay, well, in that case, do you know what happened outside? Or why your world became like this? Dark, but light, but not?
أنا أكفي لأنها أخو الآلهة قد سقطت عينها الفاسدة هي كل ما تبقى ملعونة لتشاهد الضوء الأخير يتلاشى.
Care to translate, Dragon?
She says that she weeps, cries, as last of the gods, Ra has fallen. The eye of Ra, corrupted and broken, is all that remains. Cursed to watch the last light fade.
Does that mean that something killed Ra?
لقد شاهدت العالم أيونا ثم شاهدته وهو يتلاشى، لكني لا أعرف الشيء الذي أنهى الآن، فقط أنه غير طبيعي.
She has watched the world be born and watched it fade. But she does not know the thing that ended the gods. Only that it is unnatural.
Interesting. I don't understand a damn thing that's going on. Oh shit, I just made eye contact. Oh, the Sphinx is lunging. Oh, and now she's backing off. I guess we don't have to fight then? Good.
طبيعتي تتطلب موتك، لكنك فليس لشيء آخر، شيء أسوأ من الشيء الذي يحمل عينك.
She says, my nature demands your death, but you are someone else's prey. Something worse than that which holds the eye of Ra.
Perhaps she's referencing the devil in charge, though he hasn't come and neutralized us yet, so I'm just glad I'm not Cat Chow. Wait, why did the Sphinx's eyes just flash purple?
Because you keep looking her in the eye, you dope. You just invited her to ask you a riddle. A challenge. This may be the end of our journey, Connor. We'll die if we don't answer properly.
Voices, it's leaking into my brain.
I am the quest of many a soul. From ancient times I've played my role. I'm sought in dreams both night and day, yet I seem to slip away. I shimmer bright in future's gleam, a goal to strive for, a hopeful dream. In fields of gold and fortunes vast, I dwell in times that I forecast. I'm not a thing that one can hold, nor treasures wrought from jewels or gold. I grow in hearts that strive and toil, born of sweat and fertile soil. In moments where hard work does bloom, and efforts cast aside the gloom, I'm found in peace and joy and health, the true reward that comes from wealth. What am I, this sought-for prize, that lights the fire in hopeful eyes?
Quest of many a soul, from ancient times, so it's not new. Sought day and night, never stops, always seems to slip away. Hopeful dreams, you can't hold it. No treasures, jewels, shit.
Be careful how you answer, Connor. Both of our lives are on the line.
This sought-for prize that lights the fire in hopeful eyes. It's prosperity, perhaps? Oh, okay. A mask just manifested in my hands. It's shaped sort of like an eye, similar to the hieroglyphs that were on the sarcophagi, and similar to the symbols that the ribbons were weaved into on the front of the cave.
I am surprised you got that. Perhaps you're smarter than I give you credit for.
Well, now that I've won this, it seems like the Sphinx is backing away. She looks scared. Now, where are you going? What's the problem? Wait, I know that sound. Commander? Is that you?
Connor was found in his personal chambers one day after this incident, huddled in the fetal position in a corner of the room, clutching onto the mask that was gifted to him via the Sphinx's riddle. Connor McRoy's encounter with the Sphinx and subsequent confrontation with the devil in charge indicates the severe consequences of breaking interdimensional contracts. The Sphinx's riddles and the resulting mask suggest potential keys to navigating SCP-Y-019's anomalies. Psychological evaluations show that Double Trouble is perfectly healthy, aside from a newfound trauma induced by being near Devil in Charge. In the likely poorly translated words of the ancient demon that possessed the squad commander, the contract that was broken was, quote, just a silly little reprimanding, end quote. Security measures have been increased around the perimeter of SCP-Y-019, and the pivotal information that Connor McRoy shared in his information log are being researched and implemented to improve and revise any protocols for any future personnel who partake in excursions into SCP-Y-019. All things considered, Site-Y1 considers this incident to be a net positive, as we have also retrieved a new SCP in the process, the Eye of Horus, file still pending. This is Director Knightley, signing off on another report at Site-Y1. I hope you'll consider subscribing to stay up to date with our findings. I eagerly look forward to having your audience in future reports.